Yes, I sang.
Sammy!
And the line
Come on, everybody!
sang my soul.
On the dotted line.
Teresa Heron, competitor in boxing and weight training.
Because when kids don't work, 6 o'clock doesn't come around twice in a day. Yeah. This is more for the adults. This is a co-ed class, right? Both
Yep.
men and women are available to be here. And it's this is for those of us who want to go to work out before work. There's a full shower facilities here, so you can change when you get into lockers. So you come, work out, change, and then go off to work feeling like $1 million. Yeah. So, again, to my sons, does this make sense to you? This is boxing, when we started, wasn't a sport. I didn't understand it. It was never in my psyche. So now, after we've taken the classes, we went to go see several bouts. We went to Powerade, saw your son, right, Kate?
Yeah, it's my
Saw your son.
my bonus son.
Your bonus son.
My bonus son.
Okay, my bonus son isn't here today, but I get it. Yeah. So and then so we saw him win. I believe we saw him win. He went on again to Jamaica, and I think he did well. And then
he actually went on to Colombia.
Colombia,
and he won in Colombia, and then he fought here in Niagara Falls, and he also won in Niagara Falls, and he has another fight coming up August 19th at the Powerade Center. Called Face Off, and he'll be featured on that card as well.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be there again, watching him kick the crap out of somebody from Mexico.
Yeah.
Did you know who he's fighting?
On this card, not yet.
Not yet.
No, I don't know.
That's interesting. Okay, so do you understand what she's now doing? She's I don't know what we're going to call it, because this is Miss Fitness. So this has to do with, like, how do you show how do you have to, like, do jumping jacks for a day?
No, you do a mixture. It's 80% diet, I would say, and then you mix it up with cardio and with weight training.
But what's the presentation? How you look, or what you're capable of pulling off? Endurance or physique?
It's physique. They look at your physique. They look at your symmetry.
Symmetry.
They look at your...
Do you understand the word symmetry? So the left side of your body looking the same as your right side of your body, which doesn't actually happen in life.
Right.
Because most people are either right-handed or left-handed.
One side is always slightly bigger.
Right.
Yeah. It's about, so you show your symmetry, your stage presentation, your overall leanness. So they look at multiple things, a full package, you know.
Right.
So it basically, they judge you on that kind of stuff.
Right. And in John, who hopefully we'll talk to again, your husband, 2 sisters, 2 brothers, sounds like a Brady Bunch exit. Yeah. And then we got, he's also in the physique side.
Yeah. He's
right?
in bodybuilding.
He's in body. So that's not lifting the weight. That's, again, physique.
He does bodybuilding. So it's basically, so physique is women's, well, there's a men's physique as well. But bodybuilding is basically, there's different weight divisions. And they're looking at symmetry, and they're looking at the overall body, and they're kind of they're in a bikini, like a men's bikini.
Speedo. We're going to promote Speedo, because who else makes those things? Or banana hammock. We'll go with banana hammock. What do you think about it, kids? Huh? No banana hammock. Okay. So this is clearly a different weight class. The picture on the wall promotes a lady who has 5 kids, and look at me now. And now, normally if my kids were to say this, I would smack them upside the back of the head and say that's disrespectful to women. But they said, look at that lady. She's ridiculously buff. But it's like the only time you can't take it out of context, because clearly you went out of your way to look this way.
Yes.
This is not
I
natural.
Try very hard.
Yeah. You definitely have symmetry. And are you on the higher? I don't know where the weights go in the female realm. Are you on the higher end now?
There's no weight. Now I'm in a different division. So now I'm in women's physique. So it's more muscular. When I first started, it was women's figure. That's what I started in. So it was just quarter turns, yes. And it was less muscle. And then now I'm in women's physique. So it's like bodybuilding. However, it's open hand posing. So you keep your hands open, and it's a little bit more feminine, not as hard as bodybuilding, and not as big. Yeah. So, and basically we do a routine as well. The routine is not judged or scored. You just do a routine, and then we do poses.
Like a gymnastics routine or a posing routine?
It's a posing routine. So you have to have your mandatory poses in the routine. However, we're not marked on that. We're judged on that. But we are, we do our poses up against other people. So you do like a front double bicep. You do back pose.
Oh, so front double bicep.
Front double biceps like this.
Oh, that's front double bicep.
Yeah.
What's this one? When you go
that's most muscular. We don't do that one.
Most muscular, by the way, is the one
Imagine
that,
that.
if you think of Macho Man Randy Savage
Yeah.
pushing his shoulders forward and pushing
That's
his...
right.
But you know what? That reference is probably not going to help anybody. I don't think that was a good one. Who else does that? Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan,
But
yeah.
still, again, maybe 30 years out of everybody.
Yeah.
Who's the wrestler that you guys know? Who?
John Cena.
I don't know if he does that.
Okay, when's your next event?
My next event, I'm just working on this year. I haven't competed as of yet. Just working on balance in my life and with the children and getting some family time in there, business time, and just balancing myself, working on a few things mentally, spiritually, physically. And hopefully, God willing, it'll be by the end of the year. I'm looking to do a show.
How are you going to be participating?
It will be a women's physique competition, and hopefully it'll be in December. It's called the Gala, and it's a show that's put on in Toronto, in the Toronto area.
Now for Kanan.com.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask Kane his questions. They're always the same questions, so I'm just going to put his voice in. He never even changes, doesn't veer. So his first question, it's because it's about art, and he would tell you that your sport is also an art. It's an art form to do what you do, and he respects that that's an art. So what is your favorite type of art?
Body sculpting.
Okay, see, and he would agree that it is art. After that, he would say, "What's your favorite color?"
My favorite color is turquoise.
Turquoise. And why?
I think it's pretty.
That's a great answer. Is it your favorite color to look at or to wear?
I would say both.
And you're allowed to. And then you'd ask, what's your favorite number?
7.
And again, why?
Just always been a good number for me.
Okay.
No,
No, it's allowed. Other people go, lucky number's next. Okay, so you have a lucky number 7, which is, I'm pretty sure there's a movie. I think number 7's it's on the list. After, what's your favorite movie?
That's a good one.
What's the last movie you saw?
I haven't really seen any movies lately.
Oh, okay. So movie isn't. So what do you do for recreation when you're not around? And if you want to
Sleep.
Recreational sleep. That's funny.
No, we hang out. Try to hang out with the children. Just talking and kind of relaxing. But what do I like?
Movie.
There was a movie back in the day. I think it was called
Warriors.
No, it's
Come out and play.
Stand By Me.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, with River Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right. An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland's in
Yeah.
that movie. Sure. Yeah, kids, have you seen Stand By Me? I don't even know if it's meant for kids.
Yeah,
There's kids in it.
but
I don't know if it's a kid's movie.
a little bit.
Yeah, it might just be. So, and then Kane would then ask, oh, yeah, of course, your favorite song.
Good one. I don't even know the answer to these.
No, you don't have to. It can be because most people have a favorite song of the week. Or what song inspires you? What makes you hit the bag harder? What makes you drive faster?
I like a variety of different music, so
Right.
just whatever.
So you wouldn't call yourself a rockin' lady. You wouldn't call yourself a country girl.
I like the old stuff better than the newer stuff today. I guess I like the older rock.
Because you can go older 50s, you can go older 70s.
I like 50s, 60s, 70s. I like
Okay.
that all.
Like Roy Orbison, or
Yeah,
we can go back
we
like
can go back
even farther. The Byrds.
I'd say Brown Eyed Girl. I really like.
Van Morrison.
Yeah, Van Morrison's great.
Van Morrison? You should like Van Morrison. He's a guitar player. He plays awesome. Right.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
He's still around. And then they also want to know. There's one more question that he usually asks. No, you do Pokemon now, right? No, did I miss one? That was it. Movie, cover, artist, visual artist. Sometimes he asks what your favorite artist is.
Yeah.
Like, who's your favorite artist? Now, it can be music, it can be visual, it can be body sculpting.
I would say Alicia Keys.
So Alicia Keys is a singing artist.
Yeah, she does singing. She does piano. She does,
Yeah, she's
A little bit
talented.
of everything. Yeah.
No, she really is talented. Okay, so this is the podcast with my kids. So there was 3 shows you just did, and then I asked questions that I think they may have missed, which I basically kind of sort of did because I played Kane today, which I normally don't do. Was there something that you would like? Is there something that this again? We're not journalists. We didn't look you up.
Right.
When I went on to, and your sister, who we spoke to for last week, 2 sisters, 2 brothers. Why Huff? We got the answers. So it's like certain things that you would think we would ask you yet again. Were you okay with the word Huff? Because Huff can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because they called it to you. You didn't do it to yourself.
Right. When it first originally started, it was Heron Ultimate Fitness.
Yeah.
But I mean, it can go for Happy United Friends. It can go for a multiple of different abbreviations, right? But
Right.
yeah,
I like the Ultimate Friends.
yeah,
That sounds like superheroes.
yeah, right.
Like creating superheroes.
Right.
And this move, we're now at 700 Dundas Street. Yes. And this is the move. So has it been...
It's been a blessing.
it has been a
It's
blessing.
been a blessing.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
So seriously, because you still got lots of parking, and it's close to the 403 as well as the main arteries of Cawthra, and here we are on Dundas.
Yeah.
So 6 o'clock in the morning, we're looking for the business type, the people who are up and moving around. And is it as intense? Like your sister. So your sister has to put out a sign. Teresa, I'm telling you, your sister Olga has to put up a sign when she's teaching the class because holy moly.
Yeah, it's a tough class.
Yes. Why? I went to like 9, 10 classes, and I was like, I'm doing this. She's like, no. Like she pushes you one step farther.
Yes.
And where did I
She's very regimented. She
Yeah.
boxed for many years.
Right.
And she knows the program really well. So she wants to make sure that you're hitting properly and you're punching properly.
Right.
So you're using all the parts that you need to be using and
Yeah.
feeling those muscles work.
Yeah.
And that you're doing it safely as well. So she really pushes you to push yourself harder. Really, it's you against you at
Right.
the end of the day.
It's like golf.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So when we're doing our workouts, because you like hitting the bag, my question is, because of symmetry, you actually must be utilizing and isolating muscle groups. Like you actually just one day work on your bicep.
we mix it up sometimes. So sometimes it's like, yeah.
You do
You
cardio
do.
every day, you do calves every day, but then
Actually, right now I'm not doing cardio every day. I'm doing it maybe about 3 times a week.
you don't jump on the bike every day and get 20 minutes
no,
out?
I haven't actually hit too much cardio. I haven't really had time. But now that I'm starting my prep, I will be
It's part
getting
of
more diligent. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll start with 3 times a week, the 30 minutes.
Right.
Throw in some boxing as well, and then see what I need to do.
And how many days or weeks before an event do you start, I'm going to call it dropping water weight? Because that's what it is, right?
Water weight, you're constantly dropping water throughout the whole time of losing weight, really.
So when do you start the losing weight process
But
then?
you start right away. Like I gotta I'm 20 weeks out.
Yeah.
So I'll start slowly like dropping and getting tighter and harder and smaller.
Over 20
Over
weeks?
20 weeks, yeah. But it just, if I don't have that much to go, then it's more of a maintenance.
How long is your camp then in your world? Is it 20 weeks?
Well, you could start 20 weeks out. You don't have to go as hard, right? Like I could probably do in the state I'm in right now, I could probably do like an 6 to 8 week prep, but I'd have to go like a lot harder, and it's not really necessary.
It's easier on the body, and you get probably stronger muscle, more dense muscle out of the deal
Yeah,
too.
you can just take your time, right? You don't have to like rush.
Right. And in your business, in that side, is there a competition every week that you could be preparing
There's
for?
pretty much a competition every week. They have, I think it's over 26 shows this year
Right.
alone. So they do have quite a few shows to choose from.
So when is the camp? See, that's what I'm saying. So you're always in camp. So when you go full throttle,
It's almost like boxing. You should always be 10 to 15, like 5 to 10 pounds away from your weight, your stage. Like, so boxers should stay within like, a 10-pound,
right?
increase, or maybe even 15 pounds.
Because no one's punching in the face while you're posing on stage. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you didn't get a punch to the face, isn't there rules that you have to wait so many weeks, so many months after every bout before you can fight yet again?
For boxing?
Yeah.
For,
No, for you, no one's punching in the face.
Yeah, no. So we can compete as much
as you want. That's why you can have 26.
Yeah,
that's once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can do as much as you want.
But in boxing, you can't. You must be limited.
In boxing, it just depends on. You can fight, but if you get knocked down or if there's like a medical suspension, then you have to like wait. So just depending on what happens there.
All right. So how are you?
Or if you have a cut.
Yeah. Well, everyone who's here definitely looks like they're living the part. Andrew, John, yourself, Teresa, everyone seems to be living the life of the boxer, living the life of the. There's no, even the people who are working your front of desk, everyone seems to be in health. Or I think they all run classes too. The people at your front of house are also people that run classes.
Some of them do.
They're either. Yeah. I'm assuming they're family. I have to.
They're like our family, yes.
Oh,
but
they're not.
No.
Oh wow!
But,
I thought for sure they were not cousins, but nieces. And
yeah, no, they're not. But we like to try to keep it like a tight family.
Okay, I get that. So what's your motivator to get people out here at 6:15 to come out and feel the?
I think it's a great way to start the day, and you feel really like strong and. You're able to get your workout in. For people that have really busy schedules, it's something they can do right from the morning, knock it off their schedule, take it off their checklist, and feel really good throughout the day with more energy, and they're able to be more productive through the day, more happy, good endorphins going right off the bat, and it's a great, just fun way to start with a good group of people in the morning.
If you're a personal trainer, how can we contact you?
You can contact me through the club, 905-274-4483. Or you can text me on my cell phone, 416-270-6724. Or contact me through the website, www.huffboxing.com.
Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Sammy! Come on, everybody!
On the dotted line.